of sport. Alright, before we go to our discussion, let me introduce myself as a moderator. Paan, nama bin Muhammad Fazil, and my metric number is 190-19. And let me introduce our panel.
Hi, my name is Akmal Zharfan, number metric CB190225.
Alright, I'm panel number 2. My name is Zharfan. I have card metric. It's called number card metric 19190-223. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Wan Zai. I am panel number 3. My metric number is CB190157.
And my name is Akmal. I am panel number 4. My metric number is CB190228.
Alright, now I want to inform to all of you a little bit about sports. Sports is activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or other entertainment. Sport also does not for the older, it includes all the age level. Alright, so now we gonna invite our panel number 1. Can you list about the benefit and disadvantage on the sport?
Okay, thank you, Moderator. My point number 1. Football player requires a great level of stamina among various factors. Concentration is the most important thing. Event, a team distraction can make you lose the game. The players can exercise their concentration spans with the game for the football.
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
Second point, my topic cardiovascular is anything that can relate to the heart and blood vessel. Medical definition of cardiovascular relate to the skeletal system, which comprise the heart and cardiac system of the body and remove carbon dioxide and other waste from them. Yeah, okay, that's right. My third, my topic for mental benefit, increase feeling of well-being exercising, which improve mental immunity and reduce the presentation of pains. Regular exercise can also improve mood, feeling of more energy, right, and overall quality the heat, And lastly, my point to the disadvantage, many football star players are smoking, so no good, so no good. But they know smoking are very bad for their health, This is difference in cigarette. They are nicotine, a chemical that control the blood vessel, blood from arterial blood pressure, That's why people smoking get heart disease. We need to stop smoking in order to make sure that our heart is healthy. That's all. Thank you.
Quitting smoking can be extremely challenging.
I did nicotine patches, chewing gum, mint as well. Didn't work for me.
Minesh had a 10-a-day habit for 24 years before trying e-cigarettes. He says they've changed his life.
It's been 7 months now. So I haven't had a cigarette since then. I can smell a little bit more. I don't have bad breath. Hair doesn't smell, and my clothes are fresh.
And e-cigarettes have helped thousands of people to stop the habit. But unlike nicotine patches and gum, they aren't free on the NHS. The body which promotes health in the UK wants that to change.
It would be helpful if doctors were able to prescribe, where appropriate, an electronic cigarette, which would then be free, of course, for smokers. But it would also send a strong message that these are effective quitting agents promoted by the health service and likely to help them.
Although vaping is not entirely risk-free, the latest research shows e-cigs are 95% safer than regular cigarettes, as they don't include most of the toxic chemicals found in smoke. Researchers estimate they contribute to at least 20,000 new quits per year. But despite the evidence that they are less harmful, around 40% of smokers have not tried them. Some have voiced concerns over the associated cost of prescribing e-cigs at a time when the NHS is already pushed.
I think doctors have a huge role to play in giving good information to patients who are trying to quit smoking and saying this is a good thing to do, I highly recommend that you do it. But whether or not taxpayers actually pay for people to vape, that's another question. And there's already a lot of waste in the NHS. I think we need to talk about getting spending down and spent on essential services and not on prescriptions.
If you want to stop an addiction, why create another one? And why should the NHS provide that?
Yeah, because it's a way of getting them to quit. So I think eventually a lot more people will want to quit if that is available to them.
For free?
Yeah.
I think there's more important things to spend our money on than vaping.
And you're saying that as a smoker?
Yeah.
No e-cigarettes are currently licensed in the UK as a quit smoking aid. Public Health England says the process needs to be made easier so more people can see if vaping will help them ditch the cigarettes. Talua Derrier, BBC London News.
Alright, thank you for sharing this information. Panel number 1. Alright, now we go to panel number 2. Alright, panel number 2. Can you share more detail about the advantage and disadvantage about the benefit of sport?
Yeah, I can tell you benefit of sport. For me, I'm star of sepak takraw. So I will share some benefit of sport sepak takraw. Number 1, I want to talk about physical benefit. Physical benefit has a 2. And number 1 is reduced in health risk factor. Playing sepak takraw is more better than regular exercise because it can reduce your risk of developing type of 2 disease, diabetes and metabolic syndrome. And research also show active people have lower risk and colon breast cancer. And number 2 is increased efficiently for our body. Sepak takraw is one of the most sport that increase our body efficiently. For example, I give you a example. It can help develop excellent eyes, foot coordination, leg strength and flexibilities. And I will give some disadvantage for that. Number 1 is cramp. Of course, our body has a cramp. Yeah, you know, make the leg very uncomfortable for night and you won't sleep. And very expensive gear. You need boots, you need glove, you need a shirt. And it's not very popular on the sport worldwide. And for me, that's all I got. Thank you.
It's an acrobatic Asian game that's like playing volleyball with your feet. 4 Darwin men surprised everyone when they entered an Australian team at the Sepak Takraw World Cup earlier this month. The team's now on a crusade to make the spectacular sport more mainstream.
In a gym in Darwin's northern suburbs, a group of young men are trying to make history. They want to become the first Australian Sepak Takraw team to win on the world stage.
I'd say they're some of the best players we've had so far. It's really great to see them grow from dare I say, from zero to hero.
The sport is often called kick volleyball, and its popularity has grown in Northern Australia since it was showcased at the Arafura Games in 1995. The Australian team trains more than 15 hours a week, even though it has no sponsors, and is ranked just 23rd out of the 24 sides in the world.
We're hoping by the end of the year to crack the top 20, and then within the next few years hopefully we'll get somewhere in the top 12.
But it's going to be a tough journey. Sepak Takraw is an extremely popular and semi-professional sport throughout Southeast Asia, and Australia didn't win a set at the recent World Cup in Malaysia.
It was pretty brutal because we got put in a group with Brunei and Japan, who both came in the top 12, so we got a fair thrashing.
Juara Thailand. There were some positives. The side's been invited to train with the world's best in Thailand. And while Sepak Takraw is currently considered a fringe sport at best, these players say they'll keep on kicking until it becomes mainstream. James Glenday, ABC News, Darwin.
Alright, thank you panel number 2 for sharing your argument. Alright, now we're back to panel number 3. Alright, panel number 3, can you share your argument to all of us?
Thank you, moderator. First of all, the benefit of sport is sport teaches us a teamwork. For the example sport that teaches us a teamwork is badminton. Badminton needs teamwork
for communicate to solve problem. For the example, is coach and player should build up teamwork together to ensure victory in every badminton match or championship. It is very clear that badminton needs a lot of teamwork to succeed. Secondly, sport can reduce pressure and stress. For example, playing badminton can reduce pressure and stress because it is a natural way to loosen up and let go of stress. So, playing badminton can make us confident after playing it. So, it can reduce percentage. People who is suffering from high blood pressure can my bad, sorry. So, it can reduce percentage of people who is suffering from high blood pressure in our country. Lastly, I want to talk about disadvantage of playing sport. One of them is time commitment. When you play too much sport, it can eat up a lot of time, especially if there is traveling involved. Secondly, there are the social events to attend with team, time spent buying and replacing clothes and equipment. Thank you for attention.
Alright, thank you, panel number 3. Now we go to the last panel, panel number 4. Alright, panel number 4. Can you share your argument?
Thank you, moderator. Now I want to share you about benefit of sport. First, benefit of sport is sports can build and strengthen muscles, which can protect the bones from injury. Strong muscles also can give stability and improve balance and coordination. Sports also improve blood supply to the muscles and increase their capacity to use oxygen. And benefits number 2 is sports is helpful for weight loss and maintaining weight loss. Sports can increase metabolism, or how many calories you burn in a day. It can help you to maintain and increase lean body mass. What for disadvantage of rugby player is, as many rugby players will be injured during the season. Over 30% injuries are sprains, dislocations, fractures, and overuse injuries. Sprained ankles are a common injury, while with ankle sprains, almost 1 in 7 rugby injuries. That's all my benefits of sports and disadvantage of rugby player. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, panel number 4, and thank you very so much for sharing your argument. Now, panel number 2. If you don't mind, I want to ask you something. We always heard that before we start the game or start the sport, we should warm up or exercise. Is that a fact or mythos? Can you explain your answer?
Yeah, thank you, moderator. I don't want to explain much, but I will explain a little bit. It is fact. It is fact because it's important to stretch up our body for avoid the cramp and any disease accidents. That's all maybe I got. Thank you.
Alright, thank you for your answer, panel number 2. So I hope the argument that have been presented by our panel will give us something benefit to us. So it's all from me. See you again. Bye.
Okay, see you again. Bye bye.
We come back later.
Yeah, 1K.
Thanks for watching.